Hey everyone, today we're gonna speed clean my kitchen and I'm gonna go through some speed cleaning tips that I picked up from the pros. Okay, so the first thing when you're speed cleaning is you wanna gather all of your supplies that you need and all of the tools that you need. So everything that you're gonna need to clean the kitchen, just kind of have it with you. You could put it in a little carrying case or however you wanna do it, but just make sure that you're not starting to clean the kitchen and then you have to run to another room. You kind of wanna just plan ahead and have everything ready. I do recommend just sort of simplifying your cleaners. You don't need like 10 products to clean your kitchen. Just one or two should do it. Personally, I like multi-purpose cleaners. You've heard me talk about Barkeeper's Friend if you've watched my videos before. I love that. And then I also use something like 409 or Windex. I'm also a big fan of vinegar. So those are just some things that you could possibly choose when you're picking what kind of cleaners you want to have for your kitchen. And then of course, I also recommend just in terms of storing your supplies, if you have particular products you use in the kitchen, I recommend keeping them in the kitchen. If you've got products you use in the bathroom, I recommend keeping those in that bathroom. That way you've got your things exactly where you need them and when you need them. Okay, so this is speed cleaning and not deep cleaning. And one of the rules of speed cleaning is if it is not dirty, don't clean it. So we're gonna go into this kitchen thinking that exact rule. If something's not dirty, we're not gonna clean it. So basically, we're gonna kind of look at cabinets and walls and we're gonna spot clean it. If we see marks or fingerprints, we're gonna clean those, but we're not gonna clean the entire cabinet face or the entire wall. So another thing of speed cleaning is to clean in sections and clean top to bottom. The idea is you're going to take one pass through the entire kitchen. You're not going to kind of be zigzagging and running around the kitchen. You're going to stand in one section and you're going to clean that entire section top to bottom. Then you're going to move to the next section and you're going to clean that section from top to bottom. You can just pick a place to start. You can start anywhere you want to in the kitchen. I think for here, we'll start with the sink because the sink is always the sort of like most annoying thing to clean. We're gonna go ahead and do the sink. I like to use Barkeeper's Friend for the sink. I think it gets it really clean. It works on all kinds of surfaces, you know, not just the kitchen sink that I have. It works on many different types of like sinks, like even stainless steel and porcelain, you know, whatever you have. And I don't use Barkeeper's Friend outside of the kitchen sink. I just use it right here in the sink because when you're speed cleaning, it's kind of difficult to remove the Barkeeper's Friend from like you've got to rinse it from your countertops and you've got to rinse it from everything. So I just like to just use it on the inside of the sink where I can easily rinse it with the faucet. And then speaking of top to bottom, you know, we kind of do want to start with all of the fixtures and then move down to the sink itself. And then we're going to take a look at the front of the cabinets under the sink and we're just going to spot clean anything that looks a little bit dirty. The reason we do top to bottom is because a lot of times things like your cleaning products will drip or crumbs will fall from top to bottom, dust will fall from top to bottom. So if we start at the top, we don't have to re-clean something that we've already cleaned. Okay, so now we're gonna keep kind of going around the room. Obviously there's a lot of counter space, so we're gonna be cleaning a lot of counters. Counters are a little bit more difficult because they've often got a lot of appliances and different things around them. So what I do is I simply move the appliance to the sort of front and then I clean behind it. Then I give the appliance itself a nice wipe down and then I push the appliance back and then I clean the front part of that counter. So now everything is done. The appliance itself is clean. We don't have to worry about sort of like removing everything from the whole counter and then putting everything back. We're just gonna do it again in these sections. And of course, if you've got stainless steel appliances, small appliances and big appliances, vinegar works really well. It's a great degreaser. It is perfect for stainless steel. And it's not just for stainless steel. Vinegar can clean, it has many uses and it can clean many things. So if you've got different appliances around, I definitely recommend going ahead and just using the vinegar on them. And if you've got anything on your counters that looks particularly dirty, my kind of rule with the dishwasher is if it fits, use the dishwasher. So just think about, you know, what is in this kitchen that you can just fit it into the dishwasher and rather than having to clean it by hand, go ahead and run it through the dishwasher. That'll be a lot easier. Even things like large pots, large pans, there's often a filter above your stove that needs cleaning. That can go into the dishwasher. Microwave parts, you know, the glass tray table in your microwave, that can go into the dishwasher. So just make sure you use your dishwasher for whatever you can. Kind of moving along, we're gonna wash the stove top. I do like to use Barkeeper's Friend here. I think it cuts through the grease really well. It makes it nice and shiny. And again, it works for any kind of surfaces, not just like the surface that I have. It also works if you've got a glass cooktop or a stainless steel one. This is just a good sort of all-around remedy for stovetops and cleaning. And don't forget too, so we're gonna keep on wiping down surfaces in this kitchen, but when you're speed cleaning, just remember that sort of like vertical surfaces, like countertops and things like that, don't get as dirty or dusty as horizontal surfaces do. So like your counters, for example, or the tops of the refrigerators, you know, just things that are horizontal gather dust and dirt much more easily than things that are vertical. One thing to make your oven look really, really clean when you're speed cleaning is to clean the oven window. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to clean the glass oven door on your oven. It's gonna look really good and it's very simple. It's simply a mixture of baking soda, and then we're gonna add some water and we're gonna make it into like a paste that almost has like the consistency of glue. So let me show you. Okay, so we've got our baking soda. We're gonna add some water and we're gonna mix it up. Just be careful not to add too much. It's kind of like when you're making frosting with confectioner's sugar for cookies. So we're gonna make it into this paste. This is looking good. I think I put too much though, so now I'm gonna need to add a little bit more baking soda. And what we're gonna do, oh yeah, this is good now. We're gonna take this as a paste and we're gonna apply it right onto the window of the oven. And I'm actually just gonna use my hand. I mean, this is like baking soda. It's totally natural and fine. It's not gonna hurt you. So I'm just gonna spoon this on there like that. And then I'm gonna spread it onto the window. So this is gonna work really well. And it's gonna actually like make your kitchen look really clean, because when the window's dirty, the whole oven kind of looks dirty. So if you can clean the window really well, this kind of is a good speed cleaning thing. So you want it to work, you want it to really get in there, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, so now we're just gonna get to the end, which is the floor, because by now we've kind of cleaned top to bottom. We've gone around the entire kitchen in sections, and a lot of things have probably ended up on the floor. So what I like to do is I like to just vacuum the entire floor, and then I take a wet mop over the whole floor and make it look nice and shiny. I have this cedar mop right here. I think this works really well. It's got a microfiber head. I think microfiber is great for cleaning, and we're just gonna go ahead and clean the floor. If I'm just doing sort of like a speed clean, I like to use just regular, hot water and soap. If I wanna do a deep clean, I also have a steam cleaner, and I will often use that to kind of give my floors a little bit of a deeper clean on certain days when I want the floors to be super, super clean. Okay guys, so I got this tip from Merry Maids about the oven, the glass part of the oven, and it is like working so well. So I have to show you this. Okay, so hopefully you can see this, but I have like certain parts that are like really dirty. And if I just like take my finger, look at this, it's just coming right off. I don't know if you can see this. This is like brown, look at that, brown stuff on the glass. And it's literally just lifting off from the baking soda. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this cloth, whoa, and we're gonna rub this off. This is all, look at that, coming off. This is amazing. I bet you could leave it longer if you're not speed cleaning and you wanna like even leave it for a few hours. So listen, I'm just gonna take this off, and then I'm gonna sort of remove this paste, and I'm gonna put more water on it. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Even the grease that's not on the glass, even the grease that's on like the metal part is coming off. This is looking fantastic. I just think if you're speed cleaning, but you want your kitchen to look really clean, I think that this oven door is like kind of like a cheap way to do that. Like, because if the oven is dirty, like the door of your oven, it just kind of makes the whole oven look dirty. But if it's clean, then it's like your oven, people just assume the whole oven is clean, not just the door, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna give it one more little shine up. And then I'm actually just gonna take sort of like a dry little towel and dry it so that we don't have streaks. Yep, that looks great. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's not perfect, but I will say it looks much, much better. And there you have it. It's really easy to sort of just like speed clean through your kitchen, get everything nice and shiny. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, we're not doing a deep clean. We just did a nice speed clean. And I think that with some of these tips and tricks, you can kind of just learn how to quickly go through your whole kitchen and get everything spotless. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you're interested, I do have a video on speed cleaning your bathroom. So I recommend, if you want to check that out, I'll throw it up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.